guys, it's Ouch110. How is everyone doing? Good, good, good. I hope. Who's ready for a little bit of story time and I guess perfume porn? I don't know. Well, if you are, stick around. Today I am doing a video about my most treasured fragrances that I have in my collection. It was going to be 20, but there's a couple more, I think, maybe 22 or something like that. So before I start, I do want to say I treasure all of my fragrances in my collection. It's my most treasured thing that I own. It's taken many years to curate them and add to them and decide what I like. So it's a massive work in progress. It's ever changing. But you know, if there was a fire in my house, my perfumes would be the first thing that I would grab. So I treasure all of them for different reasons, but these are my most treasured for different reasons as well. So let's just get started and I'll tell you a little bit about each one as I go. So they're in no particular order. I'm just going to grab them, whichever's closest really. So the first one I'm going to start with is this one. And I'm going to have to do the whole zoomy zoom camera every single time. It's Midnight Poison by Christian Dior. The reason I treasure this one might be obvious. First of all, it was a gift anyway. If you didn't know that, it was a gift. So it's something that I really hold dear. And the fact that it's mega discontinued. And how much do I have left? You can't really see much in there, can you? I only really wear this one on special occasions. Dior, why did you discontinue this? You silly, silly people. Please bring it back, everyone. Start a campaign to get this back. So this one is it's a rose patchouli fragrance. It's really nice, dark, kind of mega unisex, I would say. It's, even though it was marketed towards women, it's a lot of people wore this when it was around. I love the color of it. I think it's gorgeous. So Midnight Poison, very special. I treasure what I have left and I only really wear it on special occasions. So that's that one. The next one is going to be this one, and it's the one that I treasure it because I wanted it for the longest time. A really long time, and I got it for my birthday. It was a gift from a lovely subscriber and friend of mine called Abdullah. He sent me this as a surprise. I didn't even really know that this was coming. It's Ylang 49 and it's by Le Labo. Oh my gosh. I treasure it because it was something that was just out of my reach for the longest time. It was just something that I didn't think I was ever going to own, and now I have this beautiful 100ml bottle. I've already used quite a bit of it. Yeah, it doesn't really smell like Ylang Ylang though. That's the thing with Le Labo. They don't really smell like what they say they do. It's definitely floral though, and very hard to describe. It's just what it is. You have to just try it. It reminds me of a really difficult to find fragrance that I like by a company called Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab, which is called Anger Analia. I also have that one. And this is the closest thing I found to it. So this is gorgeous. Ylang 49. So Abdullah, if you watch this, you know how much I appreciate this. So thank you so much. The next two I'm going to do together because I got them together. They were also gifts. And it's these two. It's Quai de Rossi by Chanel and also Bois d'Azil. These were a lovely gift actually from a good friend of mine. And the reason, so let me just adjust myself because I'm in a very awkward position right now. You guys have no idea what's going on behind this camera. There's wires all over the place. So these are both the vintage formulas. They're the Eau de Toilettes and Bois d'Azil. I mean, this one to me is reaching the level of beauty that I find in Coromandel. This is so nice. It's a really nice soft sandalwood. Both of these fragrances really have that Chanel magic that I always talk about in my reviews. Quai de Rossi is a very soft leather, gently animalic, but Bois d'Azil gives me kind of Samsara vibes sometimes. It's the sandalwood in here. So because they're the vintage ones, I treat them with respect, and yeah, that's why I treasure them. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. So that's those two. Let's put them over there. The next one is one that I'm so scared it's going to run out. This was also a gift. It's Everest by Yves Saint Laurent. If you guys don't know, that this fragrance used to be called Champagne back in the day. and to me it holds such a strong memory of when I used to live right next to a really big shopping centre or shopping mall, and I would always I would be close enough to walk, and I used to always just walk over and go to the big perfume departments and smell things. And this one, when it was called Champagne, when it came out, was the thing that I always gravitated towards. I always went and smelled it and just longed for it. But being, you know, 15 or whatever I was, 14, there's no way I could have afforded this. So as soon as I could, when I was older, I got it. It was actually a gift. What am I talking about? A friend of mine, Kirsty, gave me this for my birthday, and it was such a good one. I don't think she realised how much I was going to treasure this. So they changed the name to Everest, and now this is one of my most treasured fragrances. Oh my god, let me just smell it right now. Oh, it's kind of blackcurranty, this one. It's fruity, it smells golden, it's a bit fizzy. I mean, it was called Champagne when it first came out, so that's why. It's just one of a kind. I don't know anything that even comes close to what this smells like. So YSL Everest, I hope you can still get that fragrance. I'm not sure, it may be disappearing. Anyway, moving on. So the next one is one that I'm not sure many people watching this will have, but this is my favourite fragrance, limited edition fragrance from the company Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. And I'll tell you a quick story while I put these in front of the camera. They're very, very small. I actually used to have 5 of these, but I gave one away randomly to somebody in Disneyland when I went there, because I was wearing this in Disneyland. And this girl that we had met just really, really loved it, and I had it on me, so I let her have it. Don't regret it, it's fine. I hope she enjoys it. But this is called Pink Phoenix, and I'll tell you now a quick story if you have time to listen. If not, skip ahead until these aren't in the shot anymore. So this is my favourite Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab limited edition. It's really, really hard to find. The Black Phoenix website has a forum on it, actually, and it's one of the biggest forums I've ever seen. It's a huge forum, and there was a girl or person on there that was going around asking people. She was looking at their wish lists, and she was asking them, hey, I've got that, do you want to swap this for it? What have you got to swap? So I was looking for this for the longest time, and she messaged me, and I said, yay, you know, I would really like to swap Pink Phoenix with you. What would you like? I've got this. She said, great. So it transpired that she had done this to hundreds of people. They all sent their stuff. She never sent anything back. So she was a serial, they call it swap lifter in the Black Phoenix forum. So I sent a really rare perfume called Blue Moon, and she never sent Pink Phoenix. So what the forum did was amazing. They all rallied together. They all said who has been swap lifted by this person, and everyone put together packages to make sure that everybody actually got what they thought they were going to get from her, even though they didn't. So I ended up getting 2 of them. 2 gorgeous people sent me bottles of Pink Phoenix, and then later on I managed to buy these from somewhere else. But Pink Phoenix is so amazing. Oh my gosh. So it's a honeycomb fragrance with strawberry and pear and vanilla. It smells like doll heads. It's not something that I wear too often, but Disneyland, you can imagine this was the perfect place to wear it. So yeah, I have 4 of them. It's a really strong oil, and when I put it on, I was aware that it was everywhere. So that is treasured for multiple reasons that I just explained. The next one was a lovely gift from the same person that actually gave me these. At the same time, I think she gave me these, and it's the original fragrance by Fendi. I had only ever smelled a dupe of this one. I knew that I was going to like this. So many people talked about how gorgeous it is, and when I got this bottle, I was so over the moon. This is, if you're a person that likes Dolce & Gabbana Red Cap, like I do, this is kind of a given that you're going to like this one. It's in the same vein. It's that really beautiful powdery fragrance that is kind of soapy as well. This is just so nice, and I wear this one when I need to be calm. because that's how it makes me feel. So really, really treasured, because I know it's very hard to find now. So the original Fendi fragrance by Fendi. The next one was another gift. I receive a lot of beautiful gifts, guys. I really, really do. Was a gift from somebody that I used to work with, and this is super treasured, this one. It's the original Misty Cherry. Well, not the original, but you know the formula from 2005, the one that has the popcorn and the strawberry. I think it's kind of the most favourite one. A lovely girl that I used to work with, Natalia, she gave me this. We were talking about it one day, and she said, oh, I've actually got that. You know, I'll get it sent over from Russia, where it was, with her family. And she gave me it. So she gave me this 100 ml, which was pretty much full, but I've used some of it. So this is amazing, this one. It's such an amazing fragrance. I really love it. I wouldn't say it really suits me, because it's kind of ultra feminine and playful, but I don't care. I wear whatever I want. So the original Misty Cherry is very, very treasured by me. The next ones are treasured for me because they're something that I could never afford, but I was lucky enough to receive them. Two of them. So it's called Saffron Rose, and it's by a British brand called Grossmith. This fragrance is the most expensive fragrance in my collection. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay for it. It was actually given to me by the brand themselves. This perfume is unbelievable. It's so stunning. It's kind of animalic rose fragrance. There's oud in here, obviously a lot of saffron. It's got this dry quality, but it just smells like it's worth £1 million. I don't know. It just has something very, very special about it that's quite hard to pinpoint until you smell it. So yes, this is treasured because I would never be able to buy this myself, and just for how much I love the smell of it, I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I actually have two of them. That's really bad, I know. But you know, these are so treasured by me. I can't tell you how much. Every time I wear them, they just I should say, it just fills me with so much joy. I feel like a badass when I wear this. I wear this only when I'm really dressed up, or as dressed up as I get. You know, I don't get super dressed up. I don't wear designer clothes or anything, but when I'm going somewhere nice that fits the bill, I wear Saffron Rose. So oh my gosh, absolutely love these. Let's move them over here. So going back to what I said before, if you like red cap, you will like Fendi. I've made no bones about the fact that I'm a huge fan of the original Dolce & Gabbana fragrance. I have about 4 bottles of the newer formulas, but my most treasured is this one. Anyone that knows, who's hunted it, knows that if you find it with this, the logo looking like this with the black box, you have the original formula that was made in Italy, and it says it here. Let me just get it to focus. Made in Italy there. That's how you know that you've got the old formula. So I obviously treasure this one. I love the new formulas anyway. I don't think that they're bad in any way, but this one just has that something special about it. It's just nuclear in strength, really. It's so strong. It lasts way through the night. I mean, this is like a 24-hour deal fragrance. There's tons of aldehydes in here. It's really sparkly. Basil, florals, gosh, I mean, I've spoke about this one enough. I treasure it because it's the original formula, and I only wear this, well, not that often, as you can see, because I've got the others, but this one I'm saving. Oh my gosh, it's just there's something just a bit different about it. So that's that one. The next one is one that I guess a lot of people own, but I treasure mine because it's the original formula again. See, that's a good reason to treasure a fragrance. This is the first formula of Angel by Terry Mugler, and anyone that has smelled that, gosh, it's really dirty. This silver really just gets every single mark on it. Anyone that knows Angel and has tried it from when it first came out, you will know that it's deeper, richer, much more complex. Just an absolutely beautiful perfume that is so far removed from what they sell now. So there's not much left in it, and look how dark it is. The vanilla has really gone dark in this one. I really love it. So the original Angel, I treasure it, and I wear it when it's cold, and it looks like a little spinning jewel right now. I love it. So going on from that, another Terry Mugler fragrance that I absolutely treasure. It's another version of Angel, and this one is the Liqueur de Parfum. In my opinion, this is the best fragrance that Terry Mugler has ever released. It's the best flanker of any fragrance that I've ever smelled. It's Angel, but it's like Angel on steroids, not that it needs it. This is Angel with a slightly boozy note. It's kind of woodier. It's got a cherry note in it, I think, or cherry oak or something like that. Apparently they fermented, or what's the word, macerated the fragrance in oak caskets to give a richness to it. So absolutely love this. I got it, they actually released this again in a silver bottle, and I smelled it and it wasn't any different. So if you can find the silver one, then try it. So going on with that, I have a backup of that one. I made sure I got myself, let me just open it. So I got myself a full backup of that one. There was somebody that I saw online that had 6 of them, and she was selling them for £35. Looking back, I should have just got all of them at the time, but you know, everyone's not made of money. So both of my Angel liqueurs are very, very treasured. Wow, my light fell over and my battery ran out simultaneously. What are the chances? Okay, the next one is Shalamar Parfum Initial. So I've treasured this for the longest time. They discontinued this fragrance. It's, there you go. I can show you the label a bit more. Yeah, they discontinued this one, but I think they're bringing it back, or they've brought it back. I think it's just called Le Initial now. I'm not sure. I don't know if they've changed the formula. I can't speak about that. But this is the Eau de Parfum version of it. I do see the Eau de Toilette version of this quite a lot for sale in places online and stuff like that, but I never see the Eau de Parfum, and this is an absolutely beautiful iris. It feels really vintage, really glamorous, and to me it's just an amazing guerlain. When I first tried this, I didn't like it. I got myself a backup of it as well when I heard it was being discontinued. You know, sometimes it just sends you into a frenzy and you just think, oh my gosh, I have to get another one. So yeah, it's so beautifully crafted. I remember they did a documentary about this fragrance as well, talking about how they were reinventing Shalamar and putting a new one out on the market. And yeah, like I was saying, when I first tried this, I did not like it at all. I don't know why. There was something about it that I just didn't like, and then after a couple more, like 2 or 3 times wearing it or trying it out in a shop, I fell in love with it. So Shalamar Parfum Initial, the Eau de Parfum version, is majorly treasured by me, both of my bottles. This one's nearly gone because I decanted quite a bit out for my mum, and then when it went out she said, it's empty now, you know. I was like, okay, hint hint. The next 3 little things are going to be all together. So everybody knows, not everybody, but a lot of people know my favourite perfume in the world is by Guerlain. We're sticking with Guerlain at the moment, and it's Samsara. So this one is the Eau de Toilette, the vintage one from the 90s. It's not the first formula of Samsara, but it is an old one. And then this one, the Eau de Parfum version of it. So I have both of the vintages. I mean, if it's your favorite fragrance, you have to hunt the vintage down. I think that just goes without saying. There's no way I could settle for the new one. I would settle for the one that comes in the red bottle. I think that's fine. I can deal with that. I definitely cannot deal with the one that's in the B round bottles now. It's just not the same. So this is Samsara. This is my favorite fragrance. And also I wanted to show you this little thing that I have. This is actually the pure parfum of it. So this is the pure perfume, basically. So it's the one that you just kind of dab on. And look at this tiny little bottle. It's very, very cute. I actually use this to layer. I put Samsara on and then I put a few drops of this on as well. So this is only 2 mils, but because it's so concentrated, you don't really need a lot. So I got that. I got that a while ago, actually. I think I paid about £10 for it. So yeah, one of my most treasured, because obviously it's the original Samsara where they used real Mysore sandalwood in it. It's rich, it lasts, it's enveloping, it takes over the world. God, every time I smell that fragrance, it's just still so magical to me now. 20, 30 years later, seriously. So that's that one. The next one is this one, Liqueur de Lancome, and this was another gift from the same person that gave me the Chanel ones, as well as the Fendi. I didn't really know about this fragrance at all until she gave it to me, and oh my gosh, is it beautiful. I think it's discontinued now. I mean, look at that, it looks vintagey. It doesn't look like things that Lancome release now by any means, does it? This is lovely. It's a really nice woody leather with tons of smooth sweetness. I'm not sure if it's benzoin or not, but this is so nice and really unexpected love for me. So I know that this is kind of special. I don't know if many of you guys have tried it, but if you can, maybe do. But I love perfumes when they're this dark. I mean, oh, it's a really dark color. It lasts a really long time. It's kind of expensive smelling. So Liqueur de Lancome by Lancome. The next one is super special, and I'm pretty sure that hardly, or actually nobody that's watching this will have this perfume, because it was made especially for me by Lush. I have a favorite Lush product that I love the smell of, and it's called Milky Bath. They don't really make any other products in that smell. So I managed to get the perfume of it made for me by Lush. It says there, look, for Thomas O'Brien. It's just crazy. So that one of the perfumers there, Emma Dick, she made this. She got the formula of the bubble bath and she put it into a perfume. Oh my gosh, this completes my Lush journey. I feel like this is like the icing on the cake for Lush perfumes. It's just so nice. This is so potent as well. I swear she made it like 50% strength, because I put a spray of this on when I left work one day, and I got on the train and it filled the carriage, and one of the women said, I think someone's wearing hand cream. It's a really creamy fragrance. It smells a bit Chanel-y. I don't know, it's got that kind of Chanel feeling to it. It's a bit vanilla-y and very hard to describe. So the amount of treasuringness of this one is just off the charts, because I'm pretty sure that nobody has this. So it's extremely special to me. The next one comes with a little story, and the reason I treasure it is because it's another one I really wanted for the longest time. When I went to buy it, I got all dressed up, so I felt all special. I wore a proper shirt, I wore proper dress shoes and everything. And I went to the Chanel boutique and I got it, and I walked out with my Chanel bag, and I was just so happy because I'd never been to a Chanel shop before, let alone buy something in a Chanel shop. So this Coromandel, I mean, it goes without saying that this is a big fan favorite, and they've reformulated it a bunch. This isn't the original formula, unfortunately, but it is the one in the middle. It's the Eau de Toilette version before they released the Eau de Parfum, and now I think they've done something else. I'm not even sure what they've done, but they've done something else to this perfume. So this is, I got the biggest one that they sell, and I've used half of this. Oh my gosh, I wore this to my cousin's wedding. I got so many compliments. It's a big benzoin, patchouli. Some people say it's kind of white chocolatey smelling. Yeah, incense in this one. It's got the Chanel magic that the other two over there have got. So Coromandel is very treasured because of how I got it, and I saved up and saved up and saved up to get this. So when I bought it, it just felt horrible to drop, you know, the price on it. Walking out of there going, oh my gosh, I just spent that much on a fragrance, but having it is better than worrying about the money. So the next one, while it's not one of my favorite fragrances, I treasure it again because it's the vintage formula, and it's Ubar by Amouage. This is a really nice tuberose. It's a really nice golden tuberose fragrance. There's a lot of Ylang Ylang in this one as well. And you can tell it's the original one because it has this cap on it. It's the cap that's magnetic. No, not magnetic, sorry. The new ones have magnetic caps. But this one, it's gone through the ringer a little bit. It's gotten a little bit chipped. But I really like this. Super rich, golden, super strong fragrance. Also gifted to me by the same person that gave me the Chanels and the the Fendi and the Lancome. So yeah, I just really like this, and I hadn't really tried it that much before I was given this, and love. So I'm glad that I have at least one Amouage in the original formula, sorry. So that's Ubar by Amouage. Coming to the end, 3 left. The next one is something that I don't know where to find anymore. So in the 90s, there was a fragrance called Tribe, and it was by a brand called Coty. And there's a company called Beauty Brand Development that re-released it. I think they got hold of the formula and they re-released it under their brand. And it's exactly the same. It's just a lot of people from that back in the day wore this, and it's a very nostalgic fragrance. And now I don't think you can get this one anymore. I look for it all the time and I never find it. To me, this is one of the ultimate fruity florals with a twist. It's got this really kind of puffy, powdery peach note in it. Gosh, the camera is really annoying me. I can't get it to focus on this one. It's gentle, it's clean, it's very soft, but it's also fruity at the same time, and it's really hard to describe. But Tribe, I don't have much of this one left either. Gosh, not a lot going on in there. But yeah, I hope that they re-release this again somehow so I can get another one, because I only got one and I want more. The next one is another one that's been through the ringer a little bit. There was at one stage where I had 5 bottles of this, and now I only have 1 because I gave some away and I sold some. It's L'Argent by Agent Provocateur. This is such an unsung hero. It's such an unsung, I don't know, I guess just the people that know how good this fragrance is, the quality of this, the way it smells, how dark, mysterious it is. It's a huge myrrh with powdery florals. It's kind of a bit rough in places. I kind of wish I hadn't given away my bottles, but never mind. That's why I treasure this one now, because it's the only one I have left. And because I move it around so much, it's actually getting chipped, which is really annoying. But this is so cool, and I wear this in cold weather. It's really cool. Incense, myrrh, all kinds of stuff going on in that one. And the last one is a fragrance that's a huge crowd divider, but I've always been a fan of it. It's Eden, and it's by Cacharel. Again, as you can guess, probably the reason I treasure this one is because it is the original formula of it. It's the one that's super strong. I mean, even the new formula is really strong anyway, but this one is really strong. This is the weird bottle that looks like a leaf from the bottom. But yeah, I have the original formula. So this one fills a room still. It's so overbearing, and if you don't like it, you really don't like it. A lot of people think that this is disgusting, but I appreciate it for a commercial brand releasing something that was just really odd. So that's the last one. These are my most treasured fragrances, guys, and I know it took a little while, but I wanted to do a little bit of perfume porn for you today. So here they are. Some really good ones in here. I really love them. Every time I wear them, I just, you know, take 5 minutes and praise the perfume gods for the fact that I have them. And that's it. I hope you guys are staying safe and well. I'm just going to sit here and play with these perfumes for a little while longer and decide which one I'm going to wear today. Anyway, guys, I'm out to trying to make the world smell better, one video at a time. I'll speak to you guys soon. Goodbye.